Hello everyone, my name is Olakunle Oyawale, aka Pastor Dangote, and in this video, I've titled it, You Are a King, Do Not Beg. Yeah, you're welcome to my channel, Rhapsody of Pastor Dangote, right, where I give you inspirational stuff to start your day, your destiny, really. I know there's a lot of things going on right now, even the world, the economy is upside down. We have a lot more people who are poor, who are having one challenges. No, let's not call it poor, but actually financial challenges. Even people who used to be well-to-do, used to be rich, they've actually suffered a lot of things. So actually, it has really brought so many circumstances where people have to look for extra means of getting their means of survival, livelihood. So this has really made those who depend to be many more than it used to be. But according to Pastor Dangote, you are a king. Do not beg. Yeah, that sounds so easy, so simple. I don't want you to beg. But you know what? I discovered that when you begin to really depend on somebody on handouts, actually it limits you. It actually reduces you. That reduces your worth, and it's not the best for you because you're much more than what it is you have in your pocket right now. You're much more than your present situation, your present circumstances. So what I'm telling you now is that you are a king, and maybe I should just share some of my experience with you. Actually, had a lot of people do call me, send me message, and do all of things, asking me to really help them out. Yeah, I look at it that in most cases, I feel like, oh, if I can, I'll do. But I know that there are some people too who don't, who who may feel repulsive, as in they don't really like it, because the truth is that it's like it brings down your mood when somebody has you to give him something, and you may do it happily at the first time, but the second time it sounds like, oh, that's not going to be the trend of things. And the third time, and once it becomes like that's your lifestyle, your helper may begin to feel disturbed because you don't really know what that person is going through at that moment. You may assume that, well, you have everything going on well with you, so why can't you just give me that thing that you have, that is just you're spending? You think that is flamboyant, but maybe that's the standard. But what I'm trying to tell you now is that please don't reduce yourself. There's a lot that can come out from you. I've seen a lot of people who spend the time, there's a lot on them, but they just reduce themselves to begging. Someone like me, I do write, I do create content, and even it makes me feel good, even though it may not command money, but it makes me feel good, and I use that to really showcase myself. I will use that to do a lot of things. Like I started a real estate business. Do you know I started without a dime? But whereas there are people out there asking me for money or asking some other people for money, but I'm trying to let you know that there are things that you can do. You are a king. You're not meant to be begging. You're not meant to depend on somebody. You're not meant to beg to feed your family. Actually, should I say that I have actually begged before, but maybe from a close relative, maybe from a cousin, I mean, maybe from a sister, brother. Yeah, we can do that. It's good to do that. But it's not good to remain in that position all the time. So, and what do you need to do? You need to empower yourself. You need to look at yourself, look inwardly. Like I said, some people that do compose a lot of stuff for me just to maybe to insight, as in just to encourage me to give. I look at it, the time you spend to write all those things. It's just about the time that I used to create my content. It's just about the time I spend to write, whether a poetry, whether a message, whether people who do music, that's how they do it. So please, once you need to first of all believe in yourself, stop looking up to somebody. Somebody is not God. You are a king. Please develop that mentality that you are a king, you don't need to beg. You know what? If you start working on yourself from right now, where you are right now, you may discover that what you used to beg, what people used to give you, may eventually become peanuts from what you can make earn by yourself. So, meaning that you need to start. It may not be immediately, but you need to keep on working at it because for how long can you beg? For how long can people give you handouts? Nobody will give you somebody that travels abroad that spend millions on his journey may give out to people, but maybe what he gives out to somebody is 5,000 or 10,000, whereas he has to spend millions to buy his tickets. He has to book for hotels, meaning that he can only give you handouts. So the best thing is you start with yourself, work on yourself, and become who you are meant to be. You are a king. Yes, even though right now you might not look like you are a king, but I tell you, that's small things. Do not despise the time of small beginnings. It could turn out to be great. You are a seed. Go ahead and grow and develop and become mighty to the extent that you can give out to people. You can relate and tell your story and say that you heard somebody, Pastor Dangote, who said that you are a king because I believe you are a king. Yes, and that situation will change. You discover that you will not need to look to anybody before you can make the best out of your life, before you can defend for yourself. Yes, because indeed you are a king. All right. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much. My name is Olakunle Yawale. Thank you. Please keep watching Rhapsody of Pastor Dangote. Bye bye.